What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. I thought today I'd do something a little bit different than I've done in the past. I wanted to hop on here and do a review / comparison of two different adventure boots that I've tried over the last 10 months. As some of you guys may or may not know, my name's Bree. I am brand new to adventure riding. I have a couple years of street riding experience and now 10 months of off-road experience. The adventure bike that I ride is a 2022 Yamaha Tenere 700. The bike is 700 cc's and 450 pounds. It's a great starter bike for brand new off-road riders. Over the last 10 months, I've tried out two different types of boots, the Forma Adventure Boot and the Leatt 5.5 Enduro Boot. I do want to make a disclaimer. I am not sponsored by either of these companies, but I did, however, get all of my gear off of Revzilla. Revzilla is my one-stop shop for all things moto. You can get gear, you can get parts, you can get accessories for your bike. Anything you can think of, you could probably get at Revzilla, so go and check them out. There's a link below to their website. Purchases made using my link, I do get a small commission from. Let's talk about the boots, you guys. So I want to show you guys the two boots that I'll be comparing today. We've got the Leatt 5.5 and the Forma Adventure Boot. Price point, so the Forma Adventure Boot goes for $299 on the Revzilla website, so about $300 for this boot. The Leatt 5.5 boot goes for $499, so $500 on Revzilla. So there's about a $200 difference between these boots. I think the price is completely justified for both of these boots. I think you get what you pay for when it comes to motorcycle gear, and these boots are a testament to that theory. Start out with the Forma Adventure Boot. So it's pretty dirty. These boots have definitely been tested by me. And so I want to start off by saying I take my adventure bike in places I probably shouldn't take a 450-pound adventure bike, especially as a new rider. So I treat it more like an enduro dirt bike than I do a street bike. But both these boots have been through hell, off-road and on-road. So I have, however, put about 10,000 miles on my Tenere on these boots. The Leatt boots I've only put about 1,500, 2,000 miles on. So I've definitely worn these a lot more, but I have broken in my Leatt boots. So these are super, super comfortable. I have, however, replaced the sole. The original sole that comes in the boot is very thin, very flimsy. So I did put the axial insole in these, and it made a world of a difference for comfort. These are great for walking around in for a long time. They're super flexible, as you can see. Like, you can seriously flex it back and forth and in like that. Super flexible. I do like that it has kind of this grippy part right here, right where your shifter is, so it grips to the shifter nicely. They're great for walking around, especially off-road. They have great traction on the bottom of the boot. These are a size 41 in European sizing, and they do feel a little bit small for me, so I definitely wish I would have sized up a little bit on this boot. But it's been great for me. I mean, over the last 10,000 miles, I really haven't complained about these in terms of walking around in them. Let's talk about my cons with this boot, okay? For one, you can snap your ankle very easily with these boots. I have been pinned under the Tenere and had excruciating pain in my ankle. Luckily, knock on wood, I have yet to break my ankle in these, but they are such a flexible boot. You pretty much have no protection if you end up rolling your ankle or something. Your ankle is pinned underneath the bike. So that is probably my biggest con with these boots, is I don't think they offer the kind of protection that you need as an enduro rider. That being said, they are like a leather material, so I think that if you fell on the street, I think they'd be fantastic at protecting your foot, because they have that smooth, kind of slick vibe to them, which you look for in a street riding boot. These do have the 3 clasps up the ankle and then up the leg. These do sit a little bit shorter on my calf compared to the Leatt boots, so not by much, just a little bit shorter. But the inside of the boot is definitely designed for comfort and long street riding. So one thing I've noticed with these boots, even with the insoles that I put in, is I feel like my feet actually end up hurting more in these than the Leatt 5.5 boots when I'm off-roading. You know, when you're off-roading on your adventure bike, you're standing on your pegs for a very long time. I just noticed a lot of discomfort in my ankle area, more broken in that these got. Another great feature about this Forma boot, it is so waterproof. I have literally been walking through actual rivers with these boots on. I've done river crossings. I have been all over the place in water. I've been caught in rainstorms, you name it. This boot has been soaked, and I have never had my feet get wet in these boots, not even once. So these are seriously truly waterproof, which is fantastic for off-road riding. Okay, let's talk about the Leatt 5.5 boot. The price point, like I said, is about $500 for these boots on Revzilla. They go up a little bit higher on your calf than the Forma boots, and instead of the 3 clasps that the Forma has, this one has 4. I just want to point out the flexibility of this boot compared to the Forma boot, okay? I just want to show you guys. It is not moving nearly as much as the Forma boot. That is major when you're looking for a protective boot off-road. I did in fact have my foot pinned under a bike.
Oh shit, fuck. Woo.
And I did not feel a thing, okay? My foot kind of got caught like sideways, but I didn't feel it, and that is major, okay? I mean, that could have been a broken ankle for all I know. These are fantastic. I also like that they have the adjustable flexion. It's a Flexlock. It's this little red triangle right here. When you buy the boots, it comes with a bigger one that actually provides less flexion in the boot. If you want less movement of the ankle up and down, you can swap those out. But I didn't find that necessary for my kind of riding, but the option is there for you guys. The insoles that I have in my Leatt 5.5s are the original insoles. I've not changed them out, and they are very comfortable. Like, they feel very high quality, which I really appreciate for long road trips. Let's talk about the traction that you have on the bottom of this boot. It is not as good as the Forma, right? So it feels a lot slicker, and these are even the Enduro version. So if you got the regular Leatt 5.5 boots, you're gonna have even less. These were very slick in mud, very, very slick. One of my least favorite things about this boot is the fact that it is not even close to being waterproof, okay? I went through some pretty big puddles, and my foot was completely submerged in water.
Oh, it's so wet! Oh no, I'm soaked!
Like, my foot was wet for 3 days after I went through a couple puddles. So I hate that about this boot. I wish they could fix that. I don't know how you can make them waterproof. So that is like the worst thing about these boots. However, if I had to choose an off-road boot to ride hard off-roading, I'd have to go with the Leatt 5.5. I mean, I love my Formas for long road trips, don't get me wrong. I think they're great for like more of a street riding boot or like a gravel riding boot. But if you're gonna go up like tight trails with ruts and rocks and trees and stuff like that, you really wanna have an Enduro boot. I mean, I think that this is pretty comparable to like the Alpine Star Tech 7s. I've heard fantastic things about that boot. Haven't tried it myself, but I have a lot of friends that have those boots and they vouch for them 110%, but they're also not waterproof. Like, come on brands, get it together. Let's waterproof these Enduro boots. Like, Enduro means off-roading. There's gonna be water off-road, right? Overall, I think both boots are a great option for adventure riders. It just kind of depends on the kind of riding that you're looking to do. When I started out off-roading, I didn't do a whole lot of like trails, so the Forma boots were a great option for me, and they were also a little bit more affordable. These are pretty pricey at $500, and that could be hard for a new adventure rider, but I mean, seriously, if you're looking for something that's gonna protect your ankle from snapping in half, this boot, dude. Way more protection for off-road compared to the Forma. Those are pretty much all of my thoughts on these two types of boots. Take all of my thoughts and opinions with a grain of salt. You know, everybody has different types of riding that they do. Everybody has different preferences for riding gear. These are all just my own opinions on these and what works best for my kind of riding. So see you guys in the next video. Bye.